Hi, everybody. It's Amanda from Amanda Her Coaching, and I'm stopping by today because I want to talk to you about limiting beliefs. Recently, I was working with a client, and we started talking about how you can drive your business forward or you can stall your business just by what you believe that you can do. So, one of the quotes that I always remember is whether you believe you can or whether you believe you can't, you're right. And it was a quote by Henry Ford. So, I think it speaks directly to that whole limiting beliefs aspect that I think that we all have. You know, uh, I think back to my own career and I think about, if I had limiting beliefs or if I had stopped myself, what would that have looked like in my career? I started as a secretary at Campbell Ewald when I was 19 years old. I didn't have a college degree, and I got the job after six interviews. Thank you, Suzanne Sean. And when I did get the job, it was in the media department. I had no idea what that meant or anything like that. So, um, anyway, I worked really, really hard and I did anything anybody would give me. And I kind of kept going. So after that, I went over to A&E and then I went to CNN. And that's where I spent most of my career at CNN, leaving as vice president of advertising sales for the Midwest after 17 years. My point being is if someone would have said to me, Amanda, um, you're going to have this amazing career when I was a secretary, I probably wouldn't have believed them. I may have stopped myself and thought, well, I can't do this, without a college degree. You hear all the time, this is impossible without a college degree, or no, that's not going to happen because of this, or no, you can't do something because of some conventional limiting belief. And if I had lived in that, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. I mean, heck, it goes to everything in my life. If I lived in my limiting beliefs, I wouldn't have left CNN when I did and started my coaching business. I would have thought, well, that's impossible for me. I've never been an entrepreneur. I don't know how to be an entrepreneur. It's not the conventional thing to do, leave a very successful position to go and start something from scratch. If I lived in those limiting beliefs, I would have never taken that chance. If I lived in those limiting beliefs, I would have never taken the chance to start a digital marketing agency and do that and create a very successful digital marketing agency because I could have thought, well, I've never built a website myself. So I could have said, this is impossible. I can't do that. I should just stay where I'm at and just live in that limiting belief, but I didn't. I didn't allow myself to do that. I worked around it. So over time, I realized what I was really doing was living in possibility, living like it's possible. And that's what I talk to all my clients about is living like it's possible. And people ask me, well, what the heck does live like it's possible mean? And live like it's possible literally means that you wake up every single day and rather than saying this can't happen because of X or being afraid of Y, you wake up and you think, okay, I'm going to live like it's possible. And every decision that I make, I am going to make in honor of the possibility or in honor of what I call the vision of success. So, it's been really fantastic for me these last few years to watch so many women really take the time to stop and think about what their vision of success is and actually reframe for themselves, what they want their future to be and to look at what their limiting beliefs are because we all have them and stop those limiting beliefs and actually start to work through them so that they can get closer and propel themselves closer to their vision of success, whatever that might be, whether that's corporate, entrepreneurial, you want to retire, whatever that is. And it's been so fulfilling for me to like support them along the way. So when people say, what does live like it's possible mean, which is now the tagline of my company, but what does live like it's possible mean? it literally just means you're living like it's possible instead of living like, it's not possible. So it just means that you are giving yourself the gift of positivity and in the possibilities. So thank you for listening. I just wanted to kind of touch base and talk about that because it was on my mind, not only from my client's standpoint, but also for myself because I'm, currently doing a lot of development work for content for my company. So I needed to actually check in with myself about my limiting beliefs and make sure that I am living in possibility and living like it's possible. So, anyway, I'd love to hear what you have to say about this. I think one thing we could all do is ask ourselves, what do we want, you know, and how can we help ourselves get there? So, what do you think is possible for you? And how can you take a step forward and live like it's possible? I would love to hear what you have to say. So please put them in the comments. Send me a note at amandahercoaching.com. Just let me know and give me a follow on LinkedIn, both the company and the personal. Connect with me on a personal level. I would love to meet you if we haven't met, and I'd love to talk to you if I do know you already. Just touch base. And of course, I'm on Facebook and Instagram as well. But ask yourself that. Ask yourself that question. What do I want? What are the possibilities for me? And how can I take that first step to making the decisions that make that possibility a reality? How do I live like it's possible? Have a great night, everybody.